Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Open live stream. Wow, we are back. And what's crazy is we left off last week saying, folks, it's Friday. What happens over the weekend and what has consistently happened more often than not, I would say 75% of the time over this pandemic, when we come back to the stock market after a Friday, the market wants to put more money in, and the market goes green. And that's what we're seeing again, a green pre-market. The market opens in about 2 minutes right now, and not a surprise again. This is one of those weeks, or at least it's starting to look like one of those weeks where we start off again going, dang it, should have put more money in on Friday because, folks, we got some early market movers again. Let's talk about what's moving. We got 1 minute before the bell, so let's take a look here what we've got moving. So we've got SOS. This is something that a lot of folks were talking about last week. Look at that, 30% in pre-market right here, 17% on Friday. We'll have to see what the momentum looks like here for SOS. Sen's also doing well with another 12% up. But look at some of these other gainers here. We've got Microvision up 8.7%. EXPI has got to be somewhere around here as well. I don't think I have them on my watch. There we go. EXPI up 15%. Oh my God. What is happening? How is EXPI 15%? I mean, 15, like, don't get me wrong. I love that it's up 15%, but this is supposed to be like one of our safer kind of real estate plays. And it's up 15% after the split. It's at $90, which puts it at $180 pre-split. That is absolutely crazy. Like, if that doesn't wake you up in the morning, like, I don't even need coffee right now. That's freaking insane. I mean, even Shift is up 2.5% today. This is crazy. We got the bell coming up in about 50 seconds here. Let's see what's going down today. Nano Dimension made a video this morning about Nano Dimension, Palantir, Churchill. If you have not yet watched that, make sure you watch that. It's about 14 minutes long. You can always go check that out, come back to this, or watch this, or watch the other one after. Either way, definitely watch that. We got Tesla sitting at 818, definitely off its all-time highs, but still doing well here coming into the week green. Maybe it's that Bitcoin pulling Tesla up because, folks, Bitcoin kicking butt right now. I mean, if we just jump on over to Bitcoin for a second here, take a quick look at Bitcoin. This is crazy. But right now we got the bell, so let's jump to that. Here we go.
Vaccinate more as quickly enough to avoid sort of the easier spread, apparently, that some of them have.
There's the opening bell, guys. Absolutely. And the S&P filling in.
Oh, man, I love listening to that bell. I hope I don't get demonetized for the bell. Imagine if that was something that was copyrightable. Just a bell. They'll get you for anything these days. So you got to be careful. No, but anyway, okay, so let's take a look. Look, I cannot believe that EXPI is blowing up like this. We got OGI. We got some momentum coming into OGI. A little bit okay. There's a red candlestick on OG right here at the beginning here. That's definitely a red candle moving into the beginning here on OGI. This is one that we want to get back up over 4.5. I'd like to get this into the $5 range. We'll see what happens. We'll have to do a little bit of mousing up here because that's how the technicals apparently work. No, let's keep an eye on what's going on here. I got the chat up, so we got everything in Nano Dimension. Yeah, talked about them this morning doing a raise at $12.30. I'll tell you, watch that video. I talk about the CEO this morning. I talk about what that CEO strategy is, and it's something very, very important to watch out for. Look at this. I didn't even have Gore's here on the list, but Gore's going up almost 16%. We're at $19 at the Matterport SPAC. Folks, these are some of the big ones I've been talking about here the last few weeks. Gore's and EXPI. Doing very, very well here. We got Fisker going up 5%. Yeah, kind of shaved a little bit towards the end of last week, though, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Holicity's up 3% right now. That's another one a lot of folks keeping their eyes on. We did see, though, the rocket booster for space, the Starlink with SpaceX blow up. Well, they didn't show us the video of that. The booster just didn't make it. It was supposed to land on the what do they call the ships? The drone ships. And that was unfortunately a miss, but the launch was a success. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll have to look into SOS a little bit to see what's going on with SOS. We got the Bloomberg terminal up that we'll look at in just a moment as well. So we'll see what's going on there. All right, let's see here. So what else? There were a couple ones that I wanted to pull up as well to track here and add to the list. So there were some folks who were sending me messages to add this one to the list here. GGTTF. We'll keep an eye on this one. So this one I think is an OTC, so we don't have trading data for this one yet for some reason. Okay, and then let's see here. Oh, I think that's that. Oh yeah, and then SOS, which I already added. Right. So those are going to be some that we want to watch here on the watch list as well. We'll get to some Q&A in just a moment as well. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Palantir. Yeah, I touched on Palantir's earnings this morning as well. Palantir beat, but I think it's just the long run expectations where people are like, how much longer can this go? And that's what's so bizarre about the market right now is I think honestly everybody is wondering how much longer can this go? And part of me, I struggle almost on a daily basis with the thought of, hey, should I pay off some margin this week? Or should I buy some more Bitcoin? Should I buy some more stocks? It's crazy. And keep in mind, watch my video on CCIV this morning. You'll see why I think CCIV is softening a little bit. Par for the course with this one. Watch the video, you'll get a little bit more insight into that one. Tesla flat right now. So we were going into the day a little bit more green, but we're actually positive right now on CCIV. Yeah, the API and Clubhouse. That that could be something. Let's look at API. Yeah, API up 7% right now. Yeah, look at that bump right here. Watch API, folks. That's another good one to pay attention to. Look at EXPI, though. This must have just sold off right here at the beginning here. We must have a big red candle here right at the start or something. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit to the one. It's difficult because of the scaling because of this. But yeah, EXPI, we opened up here about 15%. Here we go. Okay, we're getting that momentum at OG. Let's see if we can keep that momentum up on OGI. That'll be nice. A little bit of a sell-off here right at the open. Look at that. That's interesting. Gores was up 15 to 20%. A little bit of a sell-off right on open. EXPI, a little bit of a sell-off right on open. But you've still got SOS running here. This could be, it makes you wonder, is SOS going to be a potential trade here? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's see what we've got going on SOS. So SOS has been running. Yeah, so you always got to be careful with the swings here. It's at $1, or it used to be at $1. Jeez, now it's at $10. So it's already done at like an impressive move here. What is this? 8x, something like that. Really impressive bounces already here. I mean, we're going from 7 here, opening into the 10s. Whew, a lot of momentum on this one, though. 40%. Who knows? We'll see what happens here. We got a red candlestick building down, so we'll keep an eye on this one. See if we get a sell-off on SOS here. Let's see here. Let's move pre-market over there. We don't need that right now. There we go. Okay, Riot, another one. We saw a lot of talk about Riot, Sens, SOS. These three, we saw a lot of talk about these in the chat on Friday. And here they are making some moves. So still nicely green here on the Gores and the EXPI. Little bit of a softening out of the gate. The OGEN. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Neo, somebody says. Neo is running. Let's see what's going on with Neo. I see the microvision. Mentioned that one. Let's see here. Neo. Let's go Neo. Let's see what we got with Neo. So Neo running about 2.5%. It's interesting. So you got Fisker about 2%. Rocket kind of flat. Etsy kind of flat. Tesla flat, like dead flat here. Dropbox flat. Dropbox earnings coming up. Redfin earnings coming up. A lot of earnings coming up. Obviously, we're in earnings season, so we would expect lots of earnings to be coming up. Yeah, let's see what else here. Let's go to all. Microvision continuing to push though. It's continuing its rally right now. I mean, this has been steady up and okay, a little volatile actually here in the pre-market. Maybe it just looked a little bit more steady from when I was looking at it. It just seemed like it was consistently pushing up, but apparently it was a little more volatile in the pre-market. But anyway, this is a very interesting open right now. You've got, what's Pinterest doing? Let's pull pins really quick here. Pins. Is Torchlight crushing it too? That's another one we were touching on Friday as well. We looked into that a little bit. Pins right now, pins up 3% as well on Pinterest. Wow. After a little bit of sell-off on some of the cooling off after a rumored potential Microsoft deal. Check out BNGO. Yeah, that's been another hot one right here, 4%. Falling a little bit here. Okay. So a lot of things kind of fell out of the gate. Very interesting. Almost makes you wonder if there's some real profit taking that happened out of the gate. But look at this, folks. SOS, that's the runner here. That's the runner right now today. I would not be shocked. I mean, with this momentum that we're seeing, it's tough to say buy in at this kind of RSI, but I mean, this could potentially continue to pump up here to 80, 90% up. Wouldn't be a surprise with just kind of the trends that we're seeing. A lot of traders opening positions early in the morning. Sometimes, though, we saw this with OGI, so you got to be careful with OGI. Sometimes you end up getting a sell-off here. Might be better to try to buy in a little bit of a dip. We'll see when that dip comes and how low it goes. But I think this is going to be one that we want to pay attention to. Let's look at the volume on this one. Oh my gosh, yeah, here we go with the I'm telling you, this is pushing today. I mean, the more I yap, the more this thing just goes up. And this is how we ended up making a chunk of money on the OCGN, the pharmaceutical stock. Put 25K in, pulled 7K out within just a matter of a few hours. We had a similar thing going on as what we're seeing right now. So I do want to see if we get a little bit of a sell-off, and we'll see if we get any kind of support. But it could keep running until we get that support. So keep an eye on this one. This is going to be a good one to keep an eye on, especially if you're trading today. I think SOS is going to be one where there's big movements today. I see the calls for Microvision. I see a little bit of we see here we're getting a little bit of that sell-off at Microvision. Let's see if this ends up being a support level here around the 2047, 2050. We'll see what happens. This is Microvision. It's a company I wouldn't mind trading. It's not a company at this price I want to hold long. Not saying it can't double. Could definitely double. But, for me, the risk is a little disproportionately high on Micro. I think we could really go either way on Micro at these prices. We'll see, though. A lot of excitement in Micro. Love the company. Love what they're trying to do. They're trying to get acquired. I get it. That's a strategy for a lot of companies, and it's not a wrong strategy. But we'll watch Microvision as well. So let's go back. I want to just keep SOS up just for a moment here. Let's go to all again. Where's SOS? Let's disappear on us. There we go. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so now we want to find. This is what I was worried about would happen. Okay. This is exactly what I was thinking, is that we are going to see some kind of sell-off. And that's okay. That's natural. That's not something to be concerned about. But I want to see what happens. I want to compare volume really quick here. So we're at probably about an average on a quick look of about 2 million in vol. Let's look at Friday's volume quickly here. Let's go back. Wow, we got a lot more volume. Let's see. I want to see the open on Friday. Open on Friday. Holy crap. I mean, we have 8 to 10x the volume right now on SOS, folks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, consistent Thursday. Oh my gosh, like 100x. No. Okay, yeah, it's still 10x. It's more, probably like 15, 20x the volume from Wednesday of last week. So let's go back here. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so are we getting a support? Not yet. Keep an eye on this one. An insane amount of volume in this one, though. Insane volume right here. So this is a pump. I wouldn't mind, just as a play, put a little bit into this. We'll see. And I'm gonna set a limit here. I'm not just gonna buy it right away. Let's see what happens. Let's set a limit here. I'm gonna set it low for a moment here. Let's just go, and then I'll drag it up. And this is just gonna be play around. This is not by any means a fundamental move. This is solely just maybe a potential swing here. Let's see if what's 10,000 shares get us. No, we're not putting 10,000 shares in. That's crazy. Put like a fourth of that in, like 2,500. 2,500 shares runs us 26K. Okay, something like that. So let's put that limit in at here. I'll put it in. I'm putting it in at 1075. I'm going to drag this up probably. Yeah, there we go. So I want to see what happens. I want to see if we get close to that 1075. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Let's see what happens in the meantime with CC. This is where we're supporting. See, yeah, look at that. We'll see. Let's see what happens here for another minute or two. We'll see. It could just be something. It's coming. It's coming down. Oh, the volume, I'm telling you, is insane on this right now. It's crazy. There's so much excitement on this. So I'm going to pull this down just for a second because I want to track this a little bit longer. So let's pull this down a little bit and let's just see what happens. Oh, here we go. This is happening a lot faster than I expected this would happen. This potential move down here. Still waiting to find that sort of bottom on this one. I don't know. Is the entire market moving? What's going on? No, look at this. Now Sense is moving. Interesting. Oh, it's almost like you got the split market happening here. Because look at the sell-off you had at Gore's right at open. Just some nice profit taking there at the beginning. Wow, EXPI. Now I personally expected EXPI to be in the red after the open. We didn't go into the red, but we've definitely sold off from those crazy, like that 15% up on open. That was insane. Oh my God. But okay, is this going to be it? Is this going to be a level where we get some support? Okay, let's see what else we have. Etsy, Beam. I spent some more hours looking into Beam. I just can't get my head. I like the premise of solar powered superchargers, basically that you can like roll around in like disaster assistance purposes or for city purposes, wherever you need it. But I don't know. I'm skeptical about solar powered on these guys. Microvision's the one. Microvision's definitely pushing here. A lot of support in micro. We got BNGOs going straight up. Here again, Gore's and EXPI. Those are more of our stable long holds. But in terms of trades, I mean, OGI sold off a little bit here since the opening. Still looking to maybe do an exit on these guys. We'll see what happens. Same thing with Fisker. Okay. So looks like this might be more of a support right over here at about this 1125 level. Got down to this low here of what would we get down to? 1087-ish. So here we go. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if this ends up pushing up now, unless all of the attention ends up over here on Sens. But that's I don't know. I might be tempted. Still got good volume. Still got decent volume here. Might be something to keep an eye on too. Play like are you asking about Dave & Buster's? Let's see. Play. Somebody's asking about Play. Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's flat today. Very, very low volume on Dave & Buster's. Super low. I wouldn't trade on super low volume like this. There we go. Still haven't found it. Still have not found support for this one. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, MViz back to 21. No kidding. MViz is actually the one taking the cake right now. It's getting a little pressure. Keep an eye on this. So let's see what else is going on. We've got cannabis. Cannabis slowly trying to climb back up. Trying to stay on top of people's radar here. Trying to make sure people remember, hey, folks, remember cannabis? This is still a play. That's what we're seeing. No, we had a little bit of a sell-off last week on cannabis, right? We had a sell down around Tuesday through about Friday. Cannabis started being a little not so fun anymore. We'll see how this evolves, though. So let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. We are now trading on this one in the over-the-counter markets here. There we go. So this is one that I was getting a lot of folks were talking about this one, GGTTF, as potentially a cannabis runner. So maybe something to keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on this chart as well here. I think we're not getting as much data on this one though, so we'll keep it up here. And I still don't see today's chart. Where's today's chart? That's what's so weird. Yeah, I still don't have today's chart, which is so weird. Yeah, this over-the-counter stocks for you. Look at that micro. Micro's breaking out, folks. Micro's pushing out. This could be the one to keep an eye. Yeah, there it goes. Micro's pushing up. At the same time, look at this. EXPI selling off. It's going straight down. And again, I was really expecting EXPI to go negative on the day of the split. The fact that it's still pushing like this is crazy. So still not getting chart. Here we go. Okay, now we're getting the chart over here. So we're definitely getting a move up on this. Let's see what the volume is on this. Oh, huge volume coming into this. I mean, it looks like we've got like $1 million almost basically that went into this, which relative to other volume days is very, very high amount of volume going into this stock. Let's see here. You know what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Let's go back to the watch list here. Where's SOS? There's API flat now. What a weird market. You know, still don't have the support over here. I'm going to cancel this potential limit over here. Very, very weird start to the week. We had a huge sets of greens, and those huge sets of greens are kind of evaporating right here. So let's go ahead, and with the volume that's going into this one, considering, let's see what do we call not available. Oh, I can't trade it here. Never mind. Can't trade this one anyway right now. So you'd actually have to go over to like a TD Ameritrade to trade something like this. Let me see if I can pull up a TD. Let's see. We can always screen share that one. I'll tell you though if you can actually trade this thing over here. So if I go trade GGTTF, reminds me of Tattooed Chef, the ticker symbol. Obviously it's not, but yeah, it does remind me of that. Oh, got no money available. So let's see here. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Keep an eye on that one. Palantir dropping. Yeah, Palantir has been dropping since the day has really started out. Let's see. Oh, wow. Palantir's dropping like a rock. We got a little bit of a sell-off here in the market happening right now. A lot of these stocks that have really pushed up here are starting to fall back down. So keep an eye on this. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. All right, what else we got going on? So there we go. Okay. Oh gosh, passwords on TD Ameritrade. See, I like it when they just Face ID stuff. Anyway. Okay, so let's keep going on with what we got here. Workhorse below 35. I wouldn't be surprised if until we get a Workhorse contract, we actually end up seeing Workhorse go under 30. Would not surprise me at all. And I don't think I would add to Workhorse here at these levels. You got Zom coming down 7%. This one may potentially here falling out of favor with a sell like this. We've got I mean there's a good amount of volume here trading out of this one right now. That's interesting. Okay, what else we have? So yeah, this one's going a lot of things though right now going down. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. We finally hit some support over here at SOS. This is where the volume is right now. I mean, the volume's on this stock on SOS right now, but look at Sens too, though. I mean, that line on Sens is nice. Big volume here. I mean, we have 500K to, I would say probably an average of about 1.2 here. I want to compare Sens. Oh, wow. A lot more volume. Jeez. Let's look at the open on this one. Previous open. Oh, yeah. Wow. We're smoking it on volume on this one, too. Both of these guys just running on really high volume here. These might be the guys to play. I think these are the trades right here. It's SOS and Sens for the day, especially since now we've hit support. I want to see though Microvision though. I can't call that one out. I can't say that one's not one to play. I mean, gosh, it keeps going. The Matterport SPAC came back a bit. Matterport SPAC back to 10% up. It's not the craziness that we saw pre-market, but it's up. We got OGI coming back up a little bit here. Okay, almost going to break 4 again. That'd be nice. Definitely less volume here, but a substantial amount of volume at OGI. Very good volume. We'll see how that develops. EXPI. Some of the more stable guys are selling off today. That's always interesting to me, because you want to be careful too when the more stable stocks sell off. Sometimes they could potentially be a sort of a signal of what might come in the future. Not always, but sometimes. If we get a sell-off on the more stable stocks, that maybe we'll get a sell-off on the trades. So let's see here. Bumble down 3.5%. Gevo's down 4.5%. Not necessarily saying Gevo is more stable, because it's not. Let's see. Palantir smacked today. Quantum smack. Virgin Galactic can't get a break. Nano Dimension. Okay, Nano only down 5% right now. Okay, that's fine. It was actually worse in pre-market. CCAV, again, the rumor deflation. That's fine. To be expected. Enphase still sitting at 200. Huh. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to all stocks. All stocks. Going to the top again. Let's get SOS up again. Let's go to this list. There we go. Oh, recently viewed. We don't have them under favorites. That's why. So yeah, same thing. This is a little bit of the concern, is that you get red in the main stocks. Sometimes you start getting traders spooked. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one today. It's a little interesting. Bizarre market. I mean, just to see these insane, like this euphoria that we had pre-market, the euphoria is like, like quickly deflating. Let's see here. Realty income. Okay, let's go to all again over here. So where's Tesla? Let's see what Tesla's doing today. Tesla, we got Redfin up 1.6, actually a little softer from what it was in pre-market. Yeah, Tesla's going down now. GameStop going down. Yeah, Workhorse going down. This is an interesting evolution here. Yeah, Palantir getting killed. I mean, more detail in the video this morning that I posted. So I definitely encourage you to watch that. But Palantir's got a lockup expiration coming up very soon. Come Friday, you got lockup expiration at Palantir, which means that existing folks who work for Palantir, or executives, or people who had shares before the IPO for one reason or another, sometimes hedge funds are subject to the lockup agreements too. Often, they could sell and take profits, and that could be a big issue for Palantir stock. I mean, you get the reaction we had today at earnings. It might potentially panic people who work for or hold shares at what's it called, Palantir, to decide, you know what, it's time for me to take profits. I don't need this. Look, I'm in the stock for $5 or $10 or $2. What do I care if it's 30 or 40? I mean, obviously there's a multiple difference there, but hey, profits are profits, right? So I think Friday could potentially see a little bit more softness for Palantir. So we'll see. I think before I open a position in Palantir, I'm gonna wait, and it's under $30. Which I refuse to buy it in the 30s. Yeah, many of you who watch me regularly, you get annoyed when I get so stubborn. Now we're below 30 though, but with that lockup Friday, I don't know. I could end up regretting that. I like it under 30, so who cares? I mean, look at what happened with Snowflake. Nothing. Like with Snowflake, they had. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on a second. What is this?
3% losses for Melvin in January as a result. It's become apparent on the long side, too. When Silver Squeeze was trending on Twitter, prominent commentators on the Wall Street Bet subreddit forum urged others not to follow suit because hedge funds were long silver ETF and could benefit as a result of that squeeze. Now, some hedge funds have already released their 13Fs last Friday. Some are trickling out as we speak right now, but Seth Klarman's Post disclosed a sizable stake in Intel plus several SPAC holdings. Bridgewater took stakes in gold miners. Today, though, we'll really see the bulk of filings that show hedge holdings as of the end of December. And after witnessing what happened last month, it's likely that many hedge funds have changed their positions in the 6 weeks since December, but some maybe not, guys.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing, these new filings of what everybody is owning, all the money that people have and where they have it placed. And I'll tell you, one of the places we're seeing a ton of money continue to flow, and it's crazy, but it's where money keeps going. CCIV, folks. CCIV continues to get new disclosures about funds holding CCIV, which is really interesting to me. It's really interesting that at funds you would continue to see these moves up in disclosures of how many people are holding CCIV. Usually these big funds, I mean, not always, but they could be onto things. So it looks like right now we've got Bitcoin at 49,300. I don't think I'm going to get my big fat sell-off. We had it very, very briefly in December. I'm like, based on what I'm seeing, it's possible we could see a sell-off in January. We had it for like a few hours. It went down to 29K, and that was the dip. That's it. Is Shift is Shift doing earnings today or not? No, it's sort of up in the air as to when they were doing earnings. Shift Technologies. I haven't seen a disclosure from them, but if one came out, I'd love to hear about it. So I can look really quick. Shift Investor Relations. Let's see if they have it. Yeah, here we go. But yeah, I mean, certainly if they actually end up announcing, but I don't know that they will today. Shift. No. I don't see anything that suggests that Shift will today, but let me know. So let's go back for a moment just to look at some of the high flyers right now. SOS. It's breaking again. Breaking down again. It's a weird day. Okay? Like it's hard to put a finger on this market today. Because again, that pre-market enthusiasm is just chilling out a little bit. Just relax. Just take some profits. I don't know. VO though, 3%. EXPI still 6%. Look at Pinterest. There we go. Pinterest making a move to break 90. That's a good one. That's one you got to hold in your portfolio. Like whoa. Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought that was actually Tesla stock. No, that's a Tesla option. I'm like, what? Yeah, I gotta get that off the watch list. It's so distracting. I was gonna say, yeah. See, Tesla's flat. Be careful when you own the options on Webull. It puts them into your watch list. Let's get them out of here. Like this one here. Let's get this pin option out of here. See, get out of here. I can't get rid of it. All right, fine, whatever. I'll have to figure that out later. So let's go back. I want to know though, these guys right here. I mean, it's holding. SOS. Yeah, there it goes. It's holding again. See, I mean, now we're really seeing, I think, a good support here. That makes you wonder, like, does it make sense to enter this thing now? Volume's chilled a lot. We haven't seen over 1 million in about 10 minutes here in volume. And over here, we had like 2 to 3 million in volume. So we had some insane. I mean, look at this. I mean, this right here, this candlestick, this green one, this was 3.7 million shares of volume, 2.5 million, 1.9. These were a lot of opening positions, and we're not seeing that volume again right now. So I don't know. We'll see, but I don't. Based on the volume here, I don't know if this is going to do like what we saw with the Ocugen, where it was like it goes from it's up 50% to, oh my God, it's up 100%, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Gores, okay, Matterport holding up at 10%. We've got Planet 13 moving up again. This is a great one. I've got a chunk of funds over here. OGI just hit $4 again, which is nice. Fisker up. Fisker's up actually nicely from when we put in a trade on Fisker. I put in a trade on Fisker and OGI at the same time. Right now, with both of them up 6%, Fisker's gains are covering any potential losses there on OGI, which is slightly below what paid for it. We'll see what happens with those two. Those aren't long holders for me. Those are swings. Both great companies, don't get me wrong, so I don't think there's anything wrong with holding them. Let's see here. XP or Mara. Mara's not one that I've tracked much. I don't mind pulling them up. Thoughts on CCIV today? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. Well, I mean, I have my opinion, obviously. I wouldn't add to CCAV at this position. I certainly wouldn't sell. Yeah, if I was gonna sell, I would have sold Friday when it was up, to $42 because we were all talking about it. We're like, oh my gosh, look at how high this has gone. We should sell. We should sell. And I have a belief in this merger and investing in Lucid as really just a little bit of a diversification away from Tesla. You can't. I mean, you can't go wrong with Tesla. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can't go wrong with Tesla. And I know a lot of people are like, Kevin, Tesla's already had its run. I don't know about that. Tesla's something else. Yeah, see, as TD Ameritrade says, Shift is supposed to report today after earnings. You know, but it also says unconfirmed, so we'll see what ends up happening. Go Pins, totally. I'm reading from the course members right now. Course members here in the course member chat for the stock group. Yeah, Pins is a hold. Pins is a winner. Okay, so let's see here. I want to see what else is going on. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. So Marathon SOS. Let's see SOS. Still, I mean, it's pushing above. Okay, we had that support. Now we got that increasing support. What's Doge doing? Wow, it's down to 55. Ouch. Yeah, let's take a quick peek at that here. Let's see. There we go. Look at that, down at 55. That's a bummer. I think really when even though Elon's been memeing it, he kind of talks about Bitcoin taking over every cryptocurrency, right? And when he does that, he is taking a lot of enthusiasm away from Doge, and I think there could be a lot of people who are investing in it that are maybe starting to read between the lines that he does kind of just think it's a joke. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that's based on some of his latest tweets. That's a little bit what I'm gathering with the Elon, as I say. So let's see, BNGO. So this one sold off a bit since we've been watching it. So selling down here. Volume substantially declined again. And that always makes me nervous. Like when you see this massive increase in volume followed by a lack of volume, sometimes it's just people, establishing positions. Stock price goes up because they're buying big chunks, and then it trickles back down. So entire market. You see, and this is one of the reasons I'm just not jumping up and down about this market today. Sorry, wrong screen here. This is one of the reasons I'm just not so enthusiastic about the market today is all these ordinary stocks that have gains are selling off on them. And I don't want to trade in this kind of environment unless obviously you're pulling shorts. But I usually, if I'm ever trading, or when I used to trade much more regularly, I would never take a short because personally, I always believed worst case scenario, I could probably just ride out a trade and end up coming out okay. Because generally, the wind is at your back in the stock market when you're investing compared to when you are when you're shorting. You're fighting the grain, so to speak, when you're shorting. So let's see here. Talking about the Texas cold snap. Don't care. I'm gonna pull up. Let's pull up the other business show here. See what we got. Oh, take a look at this. I wanted to show this. This right here is. Look at this. Somebody sent me this. Diamond hands. It's the Stonks man. How cool is that? Look at that. It says Stonks too. Is that ever going to focus on it actually saying Stonks? Oh, there we go. Stonks. And he's got diamonds in his hands. See? Diamond hands. And they're actually soft. Like they don't cut you. They don't say GME on them anywhere. So I think that's kind of cool. Thank you, Impact Miniatures, for sending that. I got him on my desk right here. You know what this guy needs? You know what we need to jazz up this market a little bit, folks? The stock man needs some coffee. Here you go, man. That's what we need. Because the market, I don't know. It's weird right now. it just doesn't know what it wants to do. I think that's what the problem is. I hate that. Forbes reported. Oh, I want to hear this. What do you got to say? The best GME consolation prize. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Forbes reported on Doge team of 5 to update Doge. Oh, I'll have to check that. Lots of mention of Doge. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Robinhood alert also says shift earnings at close. Really? Oh yeah, a bunch of you are saying that. Okay, well that would be good. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's see here. Okay, SOS. No. Look at that volume right here on the red candle. 1.4 million here. 400,000 here. Much lower volume that we had than before. I don't know. Maybe this will slowly trickle up. We'll keep an eye on this. See how the broad. There we go. Look at that move on Riot though right now. Oh, this is just like the next what is it? What do they call it? Like the grass is always greener. Like the next beautiful person walks by. It's like first you're interested in this person, and then somebody more beautiful walks by. It's like, oh my god, it's literally what today feels like. It's like, oh, it's over here, and it's over here. It's nuts. Now it's Riot blowing cents. See, had you opened a position in cents on that ride, which I wanted to wait for support, it would have hurt. SOS, we could have opened position. We could have opened on the first or even second support here. It would be okay. But are we going to get a blowout here? I don't know. The volumes, we're going to keep an eye on it. It's slowly coming back. We'll see how that volume ends up in the next couple minutes here. 516,000. Okay. Riot though. Okay, we'll see what happens here. All of a sudden, a big volume spike there. That was a big single order that came in. That might not stay sustained. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see here. There's another question that just came in from a course member. I'll read this out. Let's see. If we don't have a lot of buying power and want to put money somewhere, where would you put it? Yeah, I get this question a lot, and one thing that I would say is it depends on your needs, and it depends on when you need that money in the future, right? You need it, let me know. For example, if you're trying to save up for a down payment, invest in something like try this. Go to I made this on purpose. Go to metkevin.com/basket, just like a basket weave basket. Check that out. And it's just a suggestion of rather than putting money into let's say the S&P 500, you can spread your money out like this into partially the S&P 500, but also get the NASDAQ and the Russell and the Dow. So put 40K into Riot June options on Friday. Cheers to you, man. Congratulations. You're doing very, very well today for that movement to happen the next day. I wouldn't blame you for taking some profits. I mean, not saying this could not run. It could totally run. I mean, let's see if this is going to run. I mean, it's still... look, I mean, if you took profits right now, I would not blame you. But there's just some nice gains right now. Let's see what the volume is over here. So 80,000, 70,000, 100. Okay. It's actually similar. No, it's definitely up. It's definitely up at least 2x. Yeah. We're up 2x in volume today than we were on Friday. So good job. Good job riding the SOS. When did you get in on SOS? Yeah, this has gotten a lot of movement here. So this is, let's see, what happened in the in the pre-market, we had a big spike in pre-market. That was, an early leading indicator here. Ton of volume coming in the pre-market here. Yeah, that was an early pushing sign here that we had this potential. And look, it continues to move up right now. It's at 60% up right now. it could continue to push up because we actually, I mean, that's 1.4 million volume. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the volume's here. I think the volume's actually here. And it continues to support that. So I want to hear what they're saying here really quick. Let's listen to this for one moment.
As what that you saw on your screen.
So if you accept Bitcoin as payment like Overstock does, and Bitcoin's value goes up, you are now holding some Bitcoin, your stock goes up.
That's right. And also, if you allow exchange, there's a lot more popularity and usage, right?
Okay.
PayPal Square.
PayPal Square. Got it. Now then, this is another one for you. You're hogging the show here, Susan. Tesla drivers in Texas hit hard by the winter weather. I can understand that.
Well, they can't charge their cars. So we know Texas wholesale electricity prices spiked 10,000%. I said that right, 10,000% in this winter storm. So that's 9,000.
In some parts.
In some parts, in the Texas hub in particular. So that's $9,000 per megawatt hour. You do the math. How much do you think it'll cost to charge your Tesla car if it costs $9,000 per megawatt hour?
A lot.
There you go. Do you want to do that in these storms? You probably can't even get access to the electricity anyway.
At this point, you ain't got no choice, have you? Unless you get a Generac generator, which I believe would fill the bill.
I mean, if you're going to plug in.
Nice plug there on Generac. Jeez, how much do they get paid for that one? Yeah, what's going on in Texas is something else. I'll tell you that. That is crazy. Okay, Denison pushing up a little bit here. We've got SOS still moving. Still moving. It's still got the volume, folks. It's still got it. 500K. This is not a bad one here. And this has really been, of everything we've been looking at today, SOS is interesting. You know, I had my buy order in on this one. I canceled it. I never got to the 1075 I initially set it for, so it wouldn't have executed anyway had I left it there. So I couldn't say that I'd be in on this swing that we've had here. But yeah, if this one gives us a nice bounce back, let's see here. Let's just see what an example might be. Let's see here. If this gives us a pullback to 1160, something like this, maybe if this volume continues, that might be a buy. Well, we'll see. Let's see. Let's put in a 1160. And what did we have before? It was like 2,500 shares, I think it was. Yeah, I'll go a little lower, 2,250 now that the price is a little higher. Usually I would play with it and keep this relative, right? So just so you know, $25,000 is, I'm playing with like 0.1% on some of these swings here. So keep that in mind. When I do these, so obviously that usually I signal, like, for example, when I send an alert to course members and I'm like, folks, I'm going in heavy on something, and it's like, oh my gosh, 500K is going in, like money went into CCIV or Gores or, you know, Etsy back at $70. I'm like, I'm bullish on this thing. Those are conviction plays. Trade plays, I play smaller. So we'll keep an eye. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to place this just to have it here because I can always play with the handle. We'll see what happens. But I'll place this. Yeah, I put it in at limit. So it should pop up. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Okay, good. What's up with the lag there? Did you see that? It's like, hello? How long is it going to take to show me the green bar? It's not that hard. This one got a look at the breakout over here. Wow, Denison. I'm telling you, the next beautiful human walked by, and it just, whoa, squirrel. Wow, this is the biggest volume it's gotten right here. Right here, 2.3 million shares. That's double the highest previous volume. Oh no, we had a 2.2 right here on a sell. That's big volume, 2.7 million almost in shares. That's big. Oh, no, this one's not coming back down. This one's just going to keep running. Good for you if you're on SOS. This is very, very good support. Yeah, wow. SOS is going to keep moving on me. Okay, no worries. I don't have to play with you. I'll watch you. SOS heavily shorted. Used to be $140 stock 2 years ago. Yeah, you got to check, though. It might have done a split, right? Let's see here. SOS Limited split history. Sure, I'll find out. Split history. Oh, Seeking Alpha has a split history. 1 to 10 in 2019. Oh, they did it. Did they do a reverse? Let me see here. No. They did a normal. SOS limited. 5 years. 2019. Oh, it's hard to tell. Yeah, but they did a split in 2019, so I'd have to look back and see. So Webull has the best split history. Oh, really? I've actually have not looked into the split history on Webull, so thank you for sharing that. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. See, I'm telling you, this guy, it's got support and it keeps moving. It's just, it's not going to come back to our trend line here. If it does, that's that. You know, I mean, with the volume we're seeing, wow, 1.5 mil. Very supportive stock today. That's the one that I like today. I'm just, I think, a little bit slow on that catch today. Sens not so lovely. Mara, you know, much more volatile, much harder of charts here. Planet 13 really pushing to cannabis, pushing back today. Good. Fisker 7% good. Where's OGI? Here it is. OGI slightly below 4 again. Yeah, this one had that volume spike at the beginning here. Again, people placing initial trades on the OTC sold right off. It's those initial trades. You got to be careful on those initial trades sometimes. If the volume doesn't sustain itself, the price fades, like boof, gone. And that's one of the reasons I'm liking SOS so much right now, because the volume's consistently there. It's not going away. All right. Let's see. Here they're talking about Generac. It's not a surprise that Generac would be up 7% on a day that they got blackouts in Texas. Let's listen.
Now look at this. Antifa makes a giant snow barrier to block Seattle police from responding.
Okay. Well, they were talking about Generac, but now they're talking about Antifa on Fox Business. All right. Let's go over to Squawk. Let's see what they're saying over here.
So working our way through all the protocols and all the things that we can do, we found our stride.
Yeah. I just have to say, I'm telling, I think I've said it so many times now. I've been too much of a baby to do anything about it. And it's okay. I'm a little high on margin right now anyway, so I'm not being aggressive on this one. But, you know, again, the volume is here. This is the trade today. This is where, if I were a little more aggressive today, I'd be putting money into this. And I probably would have already at this point. But just not as aggressive today. Here we go. Now we're really getting the push on it too. And look at this. The last 3 to 4 minutes here have been consistently over 1 million shares of volume. That's what you want to see. We saw the softness. You know, we saw the support. And now it's running again. We'll see how it sustains, but this is the one today, I think. You know, we've got some of these other distractions. Although Riot, I mean, hey, there you go. Riot's pushing well. Watch that one too. Okay, let's see what else the rest of the market is doing right now. Let's see here. Yeah, SOS is a good trade today, is what I think. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. Whoever is up $100,000. Congratulations. Good for you. Hopefully it's on SOS, because I think SOS could continue to run here. It's got every indicator that this thing's going to run is here, in my opinion. And then the volume keeps sustaining itself. We keep getting more and more people opening up trades on this. All right. So somebody here says, oh, Torch. Yeah. Torch. Torchlight. Oh man, this one's moving just along with SOS. Let's see. I mean, it's doing very well as well. I really like our chart on SOS better, but I'm not going to discriminate here. Big volume here too. Now this is a pricier stock. I'm sorry. SOS is a pricier stock. That's what I meant to say. This is a cheaper stock. And it's got similar volume to SOS, which means you've actually got more money circulating at SOS. And again, that continues to reiterate why we're seeing this push here. Yeah, that's the one today. Very, very good. Matterport SPAC, one of our favorites. Gave up a little bit from the pre-market, but still doing very well. Pinterest still moving. Crazy how Pinterest keeps moving here. Also, such a great one. Oh, Microvision is Microvision consistently up in the day here. I mean, we saw them go from about 10 to 12% up now to 18% up out of nowhere as well. Now, Hyliion coming out of nowhere and going up. I would rather play Micro than Hyliion personally, but that's a big move here. Good for Hyliion. We got Zillow up 4%. Shift Technologies, if they're reporting today, that's going to be fun. We'll watch this at the closing bell. That'll be fun. OGI giving up some love right now. Going back to about the 380s. EXPI going back to about $80 here. Cleverleaf was up a little bit more today. Also gave up a little bit. It's around 3% right now. Square continuing to run up almost 3% today. That's one of my favorites as well. Redfin 2.5%, especially for a big company like that. That's a big move for Square to be breaking over 280 with 3% on the day. Where's Amazon? We've got Amazon's relatively flat today, $3,300. Honestly, Amazon's kind of been flat for like 3 or 4 months now. Yeah, it's sad. Here, I'll look here really quick. So I don't really want to change the chart over here and tab. Let's go just look at it on this. Yeah, look at that flatness on Amazon. That's not fun. Yeah, I keep hearing the same question about this GHVI under investigation for breach of fiduciary, and that look, this is so common. These SPACs, they all get lawsuits filed against them by short sellers who are trying to bag on it. I'm not worried about it at all. Read into some of the claims. Personally, doesn't interest me. If anything, let it make Matterport stock a little cheaper for me to add some. Good question here. How far do I think SOS will run? I mean, based on the volume we're seeing here, I don't think there'd be any reason this doesn't go 80-90% today in terms of the up. Unless something, oh God, as I freaking say that, it goes to hit 80%. Yup. Oops. Yup. So hopefully you got in on this one. Obviously this is the one that we've been watching. This is the one I've been reiterating here. I personally not aggressive enough to get in today, but hopefully you're making money on this thing. But yeah, I would probably, like, if this thing all of a sudden ballooned and it did an Occugen to us where it was like, oh my God, it's up 125% on the day, I might swing and take some money out. Right now, the problem is I don't see the reason because the volume keeps flowing in. Insane amounts of money flowing into this thing right now. And if this drops back to my line over here, maybe I'll open a position at that point. If we get that. I gotta figure out how to, there we go. We'll just kind of do something like this. Somewhere like here. Kind of, there we go. I doubt I'm going to see that, but we'll see. See, yeah, SOS still outperforming Torchlight. Marathon, another runner here. Yours, Pinterest, yeah. Okay, let's pull the terminal for a moment. Let's see what we got. For security, do you wish to continue? Yes, I'd like to continue my session. Okay. Trying to get to Bloomberg. Where's the darn thing? Hold on one second here. Let me try to get the Bloomberg up because it's being all weird. I'd like to get our Bloomberg terminal up. So if we get our Bloomberg terminal up, then we could, hey, would you buy Shift today or wait till after the earnings? To me, that's a really good question. To me, Shift is a buy under $15, which obviously it's well under $15 right now. But if you buy it now, if you buy Shift Technologies now and it goes down, you have to be willing or you have to be comfortable with that and not get spooked out of it because that could happen. They could totally miss on earnings because of higher advertising spend, which they've been advertising like crazy. I think it's possible, though, we're going to see a nice shocker surprise on margin and revenue. I hope we see those earnings today. I think it'll be really fun for us to see that. But yeah, we'll have to take it one step at a time on that one. Okay, so we've got the Bloomberg terminal coming up. We'll see what's going on in just a moment here. So let's see what else. Okay, this is right. Okay, Bloomberg terminal coming up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. While this loads up, we may as well just go back to the sticks for a moment here. How's our SOS trade doing? So let's go to recently viewed. Oh, pull it back a little bit. Oh, it's not gonna get to my line though. Not gonna let it happen. Yeah, nice selling pressure there, actually. 2.5 million and on a big red candlestick here, and then another 2.2 million. We'll see what happens here. See if it hits the line. Even Torch had a little bit of a sell-off here. Not much. Okay. Planet 13 marijuana. These guys are barely moving. I mean, OGI is just bleeding a little bit here. XPI. So did Envis hit 22? Good for them. Oh, yeah. Dang. This is a consistent one today. Just consistently trending up here. Good for Microvision. I think it's a great company. But I'm happy with my decision to take profits on it. It was very profitable. So I can only be grateful and thankful for Micro. So, okay. All right. We'll see what happens with SOS here. Yeah. What else? Let's go back here for a moment. Oh, the terminal should be up now. But yeah, no, everything else is on commercial. So let's grab the terminal for a second and just see if we've got anything fun happening today. Let's go to just see what the top news of the day is. I think it's all news. News hubs. Here we go. All sources. Okay, good. And we'll launch that out. Yeah, Shift. A lot of folks saying Shift's going to announce today. I'm skeptical because they were it's supposed to be today was totally like last week, Friday, and then it wasn't. But who knows? Maybe today will actually be the day. It's kind of turning into one of those the boy who cried wolf situation. Wolf. Robinhood hearing to draw CEO Wall Street execs to Capitol Hill. That's right. I think on Thursday we're gonna have a big. Oh, I'm gonna live stream this. Okay, so okay, dude, come on, man. You can't spam like this. But we're going to have a really cool hearing coming up in 2 days. On I think Melvin Capital's gonna be there. Citadel's gonna be there. Roaring Kitty's going to be there, the Deep F and Value. Robinhood CEO is going to be there, all to testify in Congress on this whole GameStop debacle. Should be really, really, really interesting. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, Mumbai mayor warns of another lockdown. All right, nothing crazy here. Let's see. Future, let's see. They're fed up, families and teenagers on life in second UK lockdown. Lots of UK lockdowns, that's for sure. But I think all of us are over this pandemic. I don't think that, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't think anybody's really like enjoying this, being locked up inside. I'm certainly not. I mean, I've gotten used to it. I almost feel like I'm callous to the pandemic. I think that's the way to put it, that we're callous to it, you know? Oh, come on. It's going to my line. Let's go. And I don't want to say that for anybody to feel like I'm cheering you to lose money. That is not it. I want to buy in on my line and then ride this thing again. Yeah, what happened? What happened to volume? No, volume's still there, but it could be selling volume now. You know, we'll see what happens. But everything, and I'm telling you, today felt like such a weird day. But I still feel comfortable in the signals that we've seen here. But yeah, okay, Pinterest stable. Okay, OGI coming back up a tiny little bit here. NEO still 3% on the day on NEO. EXPI really gave it up here. Really just gave it up on the day. All the gains they had on the day here, they really just... Oh, wow, we're going to hit 23 on Microvision. Let's go. Oh man, look at Microvision run. What's the volume like over here? So actually very low. I'm gonna look at this one relative. It's, I mean, it's lower. That's weird. Just nobody's selling today. That must be what's going on over here. Nobody's selling Microvision today. I mean, they do have their event coming up in April that could be creating a lot of hype and enthusiasm. So we'll see how that goes. Good for them. If you're in Microvision, good job. Hyliion's not one that I'm in. BNGO's moving up. Here's just another SPAC to pay attention to. I really got to do a deep dive on this one. This is PSAC. I've invested a small amount of money in this. Send out alerts in the course. Pretty much, look, anytime I buy or sell, I send an alert. Sometimes people are like, Kevin, how do you send all these alerts? Like, you are you selling stuff? Like, are you just telling us the buys, not the sells? Like 98% of the time I'm only buying. But I do disclose all my sales and purchases. So PSAS SPAC merger. Let's see if we got anything else. Faraday Future. No recent news on this one. Yeah, it's all 3 weeks old. So that one's probably, I wonder why that one's moving 10% today. So because I'm not seeing the news, any particular news on this. Maybe somebody disclosed that they have a holding in it or something like that. Yes, PSTH, rumored to merge with Stripe. That would not surprise me. PSTH is one that a lot of people have been riding hard without any target, just because it's Bill Ackman. You know, people like, oh my God, Bill Ackman, yes, I will take anything Bill Ackman wants. Oh, you know, that's flattering. I mean, imagine if you're Bill Ackman and you're like, hey, I got a blank check company who wants to come put money into this. And it's like, I don't care what it is, Bill, I want it. That's flattering. Okay, that's flattering. Yeah, EXPI split today. Somebody's wondering if EXPI split. Look, the price is half. It's at $79. The GME link on Bloomberg. Sure. Let's see what's going on. Was there a news article? Because I don't see one recently here, not within the last couple minutes here. But what I could do is I could go to GME News, and we could definitely see what's going on at GME. You know, GME, come on. Love GME. We got with the diamond hand stock man right here, stonk man. But let's see here, individual company news. And then I want to see what's going on with those sticks on SOS. No, I actually don't see anything particular here. But if you see a title, let me know. Okay, let's go back. Trivago's flying today? Really? Trivago. SOS just acquired more ETH and BTC miners. Yep. Thank you for sending that. Yeah, Trivago all of a sudden up 24% here. This is not one that I have in my tracker. Let's see what the volume is here. It's on 30-minute. Hold on. I mean, this is relatively low volume compared to the other guys we're looking at right now. And if I was going to trade, I'd rather have my money in these bigger volume guys. Didn't get to my line. Yeah, I think my line's just too flat. It's probably the issue. You know, should have probably drawn more of a. Yeah, no. I mean, even if we no, I don't know. I can't really put a line on this. We'll see what happens. Torchlight's given up a little bit, but Dennison's running. So see here, more for MViz. Yeah, MViz. Oh my God, it's over 23 now. Congratulations, Microvision peeps. This is running, and this has been consistent all day. All day, this thing's been going. So hats off, Microvision. I think Ford sold off stake in Velodyne to make room for Microvision. I don't know if that's necessarily what we would expect. CEO of Hyliion on Bloomberg at 12:40. Yeah, I don't know if I'm jumping up and down about watching that. I don't know. I mean, I will watch it, but I don't know if I would watch it live, like not jumping up and down with excitement here. I know they had an announcement that they had a new battery pack that they're getting from Toshiba, but maybe that's doing some of the run here. But if Microvision, I mean, here you go. Here's a good run. Wow. SOS. See, SOS is having more of a little stability crisis than Micro. It's possible too that people are going to move their money from SOS to Microvision if this keeps going, because this is crazy. That's crazy. Clever. What's Clever doing? 4% on Clever. Okay, yeah, look at that V shape there. Very, very low volume on Clever. Super low. Great cannabis play. Colombian cannabis right here. I got excited about Colombia again, or first time in a while after y'all were talking about Clever, and I really enjoyed what I learned here. I would love to get the CEO or someone on from someone in the cannabis industry just to really be able to pick their brain. You know, got to get them on the Meet Kevin show. I think we've had like 11 episodes so far with podcasts and that podcast style show, obviously. Microvision. Okay, I think this is like the first resistance we've really had here. 2350. My God, good for that. Good for Micro. PSAC Fisker 7%. Pinterest. Okay. Let's see who's losing right now. Usually I like shopping in the losers. Palantir, a little bit up from its lows of around the high 28s. 5% on Churchill. It's okay, giving up a little bit. Still crazy, though, 38 relative to where we had been. Thank you so much for the 199 super chat sticker. Appreciate you. SunPower down, Peloton down, Enphase down. Enphase going to break under 200 again. CRISPR Therapeutics down again. Kind of trending downwards a little bit. Restaurants down, Walgreens down. Even after CVS beat, Walgreens is down. CVS reported earnings this morning and they beat, yet Walgreens is down despite that. All right, excuse me. Okay, Microvision, a little bit of a pressure here. Okay, keep an eye on this one here. Still got good volume though. SOS, it's definitely got its resistance here. A new resistance. Now we're going to see this pattern repeat itself. I don't know. Sundial's trying to make a move up. This is a weird day. That's the problem. The day feels weird. 600K. Oh, we still got volume. Still have more volume than on average what we've seen. Sundial. Let's look at Sundial. Sundial, the famous stock going from like 50 cents up to, you know, where it is now, what, like 210 or something like that. It's so crazy. I love it. Love it. I want to see it make a move. Yeah, it's a little flat right now. Pre-market at one point we were up 5, 6, 7%, something like that. But we've definitely given up a little bit of love over here on Sundial, which is unfortunate. But maybe Sundial will come back. The entire cannabis sector soft, really, really soft since the sell-off last week. Been a little unfortunate there. EXPI now under $80 a share. If it gets under 60, that's where I start thinking about adding again. Yeah, which could happen after the split. You get a lot of enthusiasm that kind of walks out the door after. It's not terribly uncommon, not anything to be worried about. Hyliion's moving. Yeah, I see that. Let's listen to CNBC for a second here.
Interest rates is seen as benefiting some of these banks that have more traditional lending activities. Keep an eye on this. The Spider Bank ETF, ticker KBE, has now reached its highest level since September of 2018. Bank stocks a big focus. David, now I'll send things back over to you guys on Squawk on the Street.
September of 18.
Right.
Man, I didn't know that. Thank you, Dom.
You got it.
All right, after this break, 3M CEO Mike Roman's going to join us talking ESG. Big announcement from the company. Not doing anything for its stock price, but we still want to hear from him. We'll be right back.
Love the music. Probably bad for monetization purposes. Get demon. But let's listen to Biz for a sec. If they've got anything on Fox, who are they talking to? Who it is?
Little cabins. Tell me.
Say that again?
Has the demand for your small cabins, has it gone up during the pandemic?
It's gone up incredibly, with all due respect to all the pain in the world. We historically were about 90% occupied. Now we're 99, even 99.5% occupied.
Getaway raises 41.7 million in funding. Getaway. This almost sounds like an Airbnb with cabins. Interesting. Okay, let's look at Microvision. Go have a field day here. I mean, kicking butt. Look at this. It's just breaking out again. This is gonna break out again. Let's see what happens here. I mean, this is wow. That's all I can say is wow. Micro's taking the cake today. And every Microvision investor should be happy about this. Okay, all right. Oh wow, look at this. We've actually broken through this sort of trend line that I set here. Not so good here. It's possible now. This could end up being a reversal, and that we end up getting profit taking here. So if you're a day trader, watch this. This is blowing right through this trend. Let's see if we end up breaking. If we break out under this 1125-ish, that could potentially be bad. We'll see what happens. But it's definitely playing between these right now. Yeah. And it's very possible. And this is why I like watching the other runners too. Sometimes what happens is people take their profits and then they switch over to the next trade, which you cannot fight this Microvision chart today. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, this is here's your support. If you didn't get it the first time, here's your second chance. Rocket ship leaving. Boom. Wow. So okay, not going into crisis mode over here on SOS. Okay. Let's see. Gore's coming up a little, very low volume here though. Yeah, super low volume. This is just adjusting or consolidating, as we say. Let's see. DoorDash 10% today? What the heck? What's happening? Why is DoorDash up 10% today? What happened? Thanks to you, I'm not completely out of debt. Oh my gosh, congratulations. You got to thank yourself, man. Luke, but I just want to say congratulations. I don't know what that feeling is like, because I got a good amount of debt, and I'm happy for you. That's like a lot of stress lifted off your shoulders. That's good. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Now go buy some real estate and get some 30-year fixed rate debt and sink yourself in debt. Maybe don't do that. Do buy real estate, but yeah. All right. Look at Micro. I am very impressed here. It continues to get fought up. Hyliion, I'd rather be an MViz than Hyliion. Keep an eye on SOS. Do not. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Whoo! It's getting dangerously close. If it is possible, and this is just my thinking here, okay? So I'm just going to talk out aloud here, but this is what I'd be thinking if I were in on this. If this ends up going to, let's say it turns before it hits these highs right here, that might be an indicator to take some profits. So for example, let's say we get a turn right here at like 1260, if we even get back up there, okay? Let's say we get a turn here, or even at 1250. We'll put it here. Let's say we get a turn and then it comes back down. I don't know that we're going to have that sustained momentum to keep going up on this one. Same on Torchlight. On the flip side, you look at an MViz. This thing's just adding a few percent every 10 minutes. It's nuts. Finally, we got a little bit of a battle happening here, but that's okay. We've seen these before over here. Definitely seen that before. So not a surprise to see a little bit of fighting happening. Okay. Keep an eye on that, though. Let's see volume, too. Volume a little lower now. Okay, we're in the 180s, 160. We're 200 here for a while. Yeah, I'd say almost. Okay, we got the 80s around here, too. Yeah, okay. All right. So keep an eye on this, though. So you get a sudden drop in volume. Maybe you have less of that buying pressure, more people sitting around watching, like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen, right? And then people getting excited to start taking profits. It's not coming up. It's actually dropping before. We'll see how this candlestick here turns on SOS. Wow, man, Pinterest, come on, man. That is one of my big long holds right here. That is a big long hold right here. And this guy is printing tendies. And Pinterest is not a trade. Pinterest is a long hold. Pinterest is one you just you get as much as you can. So juicy, that stock. I just want to squeeze it for tendies. Pinterest so good. And it's doing so well today. We did have a little bit of a sell-off on Friday, about 4%, 3%, something like that. I've been watching you on YouTube a lot. Seemed like a good guy. Going to start your courses soon. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for that. You sold pins at 40. Don't let the what happened in the past affect your future trades. Always know that. Look, I swung traded Enphase, okay, when it was like $40 to $80. I swung traded that, and I should have just held it. Obviously, now I'm in it with like a basis of like average like 180, 185, something like that. It's a big position, but it's obviously got a way higher basis than it used to be. But you can't think about that. You just got to go from what's the best decision I can make today. What are the best buys for today going forward? And the bulk of your portfolio should be made up of some of these best buys. Best buys are not Best Buy. They're things like Tesla, Etsy, Enphase, EXPI, Redfin, the Matterport SPAC if you want some more risk, CCIV if you want some more risk, potentially more reward, right? Shift. And then obviously you could throw in some of the others like the Palantir at cheap prices like what we've got today. Let's look at Palantir again. Palantir has had a little bit of pain here lately, okay? Let's see. Someone says here they bought, Chris says they bought 250 shares of MVIS for $1.25, sold it once they got a 20% gain. Same thing though. When you're trading, if you go into a trade and you write down a strategy and you go, I'm out of this at a certain price, you follow your rules. You make money, you go on to something else. How are you supposed to know the thing's going to go up 20-fold since then, right? You can't kick yourself for that. Especially Microvision. I mean, these people, they want to buy her so badly. They want to be bought out so freaking badly. Okay, here we go. Are we going to, if we can just break through this, that'd be good. That'd be good reiteration here. But if we get that curve down too early and it's more of a sustained curve down, it'd be a little bit of a warning sign, I think. Okay, Microvision finally having a little bit of a consolidation here, which is good. It's got to happen. We'll see how low this ends up going. Is the entire market doing this, though? Hyliion's doing this. Those are options. BNGO's down a little bit. PSAC is down a little bit. Matterport's stable. Pinterest just had a red candlestick as well. Planet just sold off a couple bucks. A lot of selling off here in the last few minutes, so not necessarily stock specific here. Even OGI had a big red candlestick. Everything. Yeah, everything had a red candlestick here in the last 2 minutes. It's the suits, man. Suits coming in to F us again. Jerks. CCIV's recovered a little bit. They had that 5% sell-off there. Oh, I want to hear this. Clubhouse.
Anybody in Silicon Valley will talk about China and what they're really doing in China. I wonder if they'll do that on Clubhouse. I suspect not.
Well, but they probably will in Clubhouse because it's private. It's right now select company only that can join and listen, but maybe in a more public arena, I'm not sure.
But they wouldn't let Chinese people will not be allowed to listen to Clubhouse if they're discussing Tiananmen Square or the Uyghurs, right? That's it. They're out.
Yeah. They're out of
what
China.
Silicon Valley will make of that. Probably nothing. All right. The University of California, Berkeley, lifting, and this is news, lifting the self-sequester requirement for some residence halls. And it starts today. They've lifted it starting to...
Whatever.
I know you're producing tens of millions a month. Still, we've got reports. There was one just today by the AP that some hospitals are still continuing to face shortages for these masks. What is it going to take for that to change, especially given the fact that...
Boring. Okay, let's go back to the sticks. Going back to the sticks. and the sticks are still. Yeah, what? Let's go look at this. Look at the SPY. Somebody had a suggestion in the comments about this, and I think that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. What the heck is happening here? Look at that massive sell volume on SPY that just came through. Okay, something weird. Okay, that's an odd logic you have there, I have to say. Neo up, Tesla down, time to buy Nikola. I think you're joking. Oh wow, Enphase 3% on the loss today. Very bizarre day today. Oh, Nano Dimension has gained a little bit. It was down more. Palantir still down at 29 bucks. It did touch the 28s for a little bit. Microvision's still giving up. Microvision's not finding support. Whatever just pissed off the market is pissing off the market. And it's pissing off the trades too. SOS though, okay, here we go. Let's see if it's going to push through this. If it breaks through this, that'd be nice. Still got good volume. Not the crazy volume that we've seen, on some of these other runs. Still got good volume though. So I don't know. Are we going to, we made it to 80%. Are we going to make it to 80% again? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, curving a little bit again. It's just, the day is just not as, it's more of a mixed day is what it feels like. Actually, yeah, Tuesday, I don't know. The market's, S&P is basically flat. Let's look at the crypto market here for a second. I do want to buy some more Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy more Bitcoin right now. I want to do a little bit of rebalancing in my portfolio. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to sell. I will send an alert when I do sell something. But here's Bitcoin at 49K. Obviously, it hit 50K for a brief moment. It seems to really bounce off 50K. Hold on. Somebody here says, yo, Kevin, if I want your stock buy alerts, do I sign up for the stocks and psychology course? Yes, that's the one. Just make sure to use that coupon code, HODL. And yes, when you get in, watch lecture 1.0, and it'll show you how to set up notifications. Tesla dropping. Okay, let's look at it. Everything red on my portfolio. I don't know what's happening all of a sudden. All of a sudden, we're getting some pain here, okay? And be cautious, folks. Here's that turn again. Here's that turn. It's before the line. Now, potentially, this is because now the entire market is doing this. But I'm not loving today as a trading day. Unless we're really fast and taking some of these profits. But look, micro's coming back down. Coming back down to that 200 EMA line. I did see a little bit of Mark Cuban talking about Ethereum over Bitcoin. But Bitcoin can do smart contracts as well. Can somebody tell me if Bitcoin can do smart contracts, what's an underlying fundamental difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin smart contracts? I'm asking because I'm researching that, but I do not have the answers yet. So that's where I'm sitting right now. Let's see. Does it kind of watching you on my phone tab and TV? Does that count as 3 views? I have no idea. Yeah, my GME position is still open, but that was not done for trade. That was really done for the movement purposes. It was almost more of charity. It was not a right time to open a trade or certainly a fundamental by any means. And that's really evidence, because hindsight is 20/20, right? But it's really evidenced by how little I put into the stock. I put more into the little swing trades. Tesla down 1.28%, heading back down to 800. I wonder if we could get back to that 785 we saw not too long ago. That was so juicy. But again, Kevin, too high on margin, man. Gotta get rid of some of that debt. Apple, by the way, that's AAPL. But unless you do mean APPL, but I don't know what that is. Oh, no, AAPL. Yeah, AAPL is dropping here. Is this a sticker symbol? APPL. Oh, it goes to Apple when you type APPL, and even though the ticker is AA. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it makes sense because the first 4 letters or the first 3 letters of Apple are that. Okay, SOS. It's fighting to keep up relevance here. Volume is down a little bit. Not seeing those crazy high volume moves again. Yeah, the Dow's up 0.1%, like nothing. The overall market just is yeah, bizarre today. OGI 5%. I mean, maybe we'll get back over $4 here. We'll see. Fisker was doing decently. Where's Micro again? Okay, Micro found maybe a little bit of support here, right at what is this, 22.10? Nice. Okay, Micro pushing up again. See the volume here. Volume's declined as well. That could be a sign that we have less sellers, but we'll see. This could come down again. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. You're not seeing big gains right now on recent stock purchases like an Enphase or a Tesla, because we're kind of just trading in the same place, and it's so frustrating, a little weird. Ethereum is more a software-based blockchain. I mean, aren't they all? Let's see here. Somebody else said, would you consider buying UK stocks? Don't know anything about the UK, so I have to be transparent about that. BTC cannot do smart contracts. I mean, Google that, because I'm pretty sure they can. BTC are simple in comparison. No Bitcoin. A couple of you were saying Bitcoin does not. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bitcoin needs a separate API for smart contracts. With Ether, it's built into the code. BTC can be used in a smart contract. It cannot be used to create one. Oh, doesn't natively. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for explaining that. Yeah, and then the NFTs. I'm sorry. Yeah, the NFTs. That's the big thing that people are. I mean, even Chamath was talking about having a portfolio of NFTs for like non-fungible tokens for investing in like art and museum pieces and things like that. And he plans to announce that in a few months. I mean, that could give a lot of legitimacy to Ethereum. Cuban was also talking about how big the money is in decentralized finance. DeFi is huge, man. Or will be. I agree with that. I'm here to remind you about your diet. Yeah. How's my GHVI position? Well, let's look at it really quick. It's a good question. I know I should look at my CCIV position first. Although usually I honestly I try not to look at my positions that much because it's just psychologically bad to always be staring at your positions. Unless obviously you're trading, then you have to. But the CCIV just dropped below 1 million. It's at 975. All right. And then GHVI, VI, because it's 6. It's merger number 6. That one is at 438K right now. It's up about 100. So, I mean, that's cool. Okay. So, look at Dash, though. Dash breaking out. Why? There's so much to learn about crypto. I completely agree with this, your statement. Ethereum processes more transactions faster than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is limited to 7 transactions per 8 minutes. Unless Lightning Network or something. MVIS recovering. We'll look at that in a second. Ethereum is more software-based. Okay. Doge's choice area. Huh. Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, I have 10K and no idea where to put it. I'm just a stage 5 clinger with MVIS. God. Let's see. I have not gotten any Ethereum yet. Bitcoin is a barter system. Ether is a modern monetary system. Wow. Very much. Huh. Good questions. Very good questions. Let's look at the candlesticks here. Microvision. Let's see what's going on. Okay, got a little bit of a U-turn again here. And I did say I thought there was a chance this could pull back again a little bit. I would probably want a little bit more confirmation before saying that this is not going to go down more. See, that was my worry. I said it. I said if this thing U-turns before it gets to the line we drew here at 1250, it could potentially fall down below this line, and it's kind of going in that trajectory right now. We had big volume here though. Big volume, low spread though. Million in volume there. Finally, I don't know. That could have been some selling pressure. Let's see. Don't like where that's going. Oh, Torchlight pushing up now, though. Okay, Torchlight trying to recover. Denison's down, though. Riot's down from some of the highs. Trivago's down from some of the highs. Matterport's still doing decently here. OGI getting ready to hit 4 again. Pinterest just gave up a little bit. Microvision, what are we doing over here? Still balancing. Very weird day. That's the thing. It's a tough day to trade today. Tesla heading under 8. And I think it's just because the overall broader market is so weak right now. You know, I think Palantir really put a bad taste in people's mouths because it's like, here's a company that beat and their stock sells off. CVS beats and Walgreens sells off. Like, yeah. Tokenized real estate. Okay. As a real estate broker and a huge real estate investor in my own rights, I'd be careful with tokenized real estate. Okay. Like, it's one thing if we're talking big buildings. It's another thing if you're talking about like individual properties, smaller properties. He just tells me Ford is planning something. Yeah, maybe. It's a good point. I'm curious if you looked into Mark. I have not. Elon tweet is boring. No need to check. Okay. I don't know if that's a hint to go check or not. Horrible trading. Yeah, I don't like today. I'm even though we saw some opportunities, I kind of feel like we took the fishing boat out and we're just catching crap. It's like some like, yay, we've already pulled up 10 rockfish. We're done with these. Like, we need to get some real fish here, some groupers or something big and meaty. But it's just yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So micro, okay. Let's see. Who's this? Oh no, okay, that doesn't matter. Let's quickly see here. So nothing good on CNBC. What's Varney got to say? Fox talking about the storms. You know, when they're talking about the storms, there's nothing going on. It's not to say that the storms aren't important, but let's see here. Let's see what's going on in the news on the Bloomberg here. So charges dropped against Central Park Karen Amy Cooper, who called 911 on Blackbird Watcher. Oh man, I love the quotes though. The Central Park Karen. Jeez. Let's see what else here. A lot of cases declining. Serena Williams wins, sets up showdown. Politico, COVID wars. Nope, I'm not buying Chevron. Okay, going back here to the sticks. Dogecoin, wait, is it doing something? No, it's not. It's not doing anything. It's going down. Ah, man. Poor thing. Okay, what do we got here? SOS. Okay, it doesn't want to, it doesn't want to break. It doesn't want to break low. Break this 1130 here. It's gonna keep fighting. But again, soft. Torchlight's pushing up more now. Trivago. Yeah, I do hope Shift earnings come out later. I think that'll be great. Microvision selling down a little bit too here. It could be profit taking now. I would not be shocked if people right now, with how crappy this day is going, are like, that's it. Time to take some money off the table and just be off for the rest of the day. I don't know. It's just, it feels like that kind of day. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold the Fisker and OGI because well, I don't think I can go wrong with these for right now, so I'm gonna hold these for right now. But what else here? Okay. Trying to see. So micro pulling back down a little bit here. Have we talked about the 10-year Treasury? Why? What's the 10-year Treasury doing? Citron Research shorting Neo to 25 last year, sending my thoughts and prayers. Yeah. Rest in peace. Let's go to the 10-year chart. There's a way to do this. I think I could just type in bonds, but I don't know. I gotta really print out a bunch of commands for this. Bonds. Oh, that's for tips. Let's see. 10-year. Oh, here we go. Line chart. Let's see. Oh, they can zoom out that much? Yeah, I will have to. You know what I'll just do? We'll just cheat a little bit. We could just, while I figure out the Bloomberg, we'll cheat a tiny little bit, and we'll just go 10-year Treasury. And I think Yahoo has this pretty easily. Or, oh yeah, here's one. Oh, wow. Yeah, the 10-year Treasury's up a lot. Because this was sitting under 1 for like the whole pandemic. And then it broke 1. And I feel like it just skyrocketed once it broke 1. See, here's 1% in January. Yeah, it's just straight up. Inflation expectations going up. That, yeah, that could keep pushing Bitcoin. That could just keep pushing Bitcoin. That's, yeah. Yeah, okay. That is very interesting. It could push Bitcoin, but if inflation ends up coming in low, like we end up lowering off again, like the Fed thinks is what's going to happen in May, June, July, Bitcoin could sell off again. So keep that in mind. Okay. Going back, Microvision, nothing new here. Nothing new there. Still fighting. What a fight today is. This is a bizarro day. Yeah. Well, things are trying to overall fight up again. Let's look at the SPY for a sec. Will you create a Clubhouse room? You can actually follow me on Clubhouse. I have a Clubhouse. I think it's Real Meet Kevin is what mine is. I don't think I got... No, I'm pretty sure I did not get Meet Kevin. And if anybody has Meet Kevin, let me know if you want to give it up. Oh, no, it is Meet Kevin. Oh, I got it. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. I got Meet Kevin. That's cool. Let's take it. So I Meet Kevin on Clubhouse if you're on Clubhouse. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do a Clubhouse. So I feel like people are day trading Tesla. A lot of people day trade Tesla, they get burned. You got to be real. Like, I would not day trade Tesla. Because what happens is you could be day trading Tesla and then all of a sudden it gets on a rocket ship and it never comes back. That's happened so many times with Tesla. And then people hold it and they don't get out. That one you got to be so careful with. Yeah, Tesla is one that I could not see myself trading. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. what do I know? But yeah, this one's trending down nicely today. Tesla's definitely in pain today. But again, though, whole market here. Where was the SPY again? Let's look at the SPY again. So SPY, what a funky day. I want to hear this for a second, though. Listen to this.
Thought I would do an interview with someone who said, Apple might buy Ford or General Motors. I never thought I'd get to that day, but we're there because they got $200 billion in cash, and that's a fact.
It's front pocket money for them. They could write a check for them. It makes sense.
Yeah, they could. John, that was good. Come back soon, please, Mr. Layfield. We like that. Thanks very much. Susan's gesticulating from the sidelines to get into it.
I just don't think that that's kind of Apple's MO. That's not their modus operandi. They don't usually buy established brands. Their largest acquisition was Beats, the headphones for $3 billion. And that was more for the music catalog to start Apple Music. So I don't think a Ford or a GM is in the cards for an Apple acquisition.
Well, it was just speculation, but I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah, it's nice to think about.
All right, one more time. The markets. We've got.
You know what we should do? I just saw one of y'all mention it in the chat here. Let's do this, folks. We're gonna go to Twitter. I need your help on this one, okay? We're going for a big ask here. Let's tweet Elon. Hey Elon, down to talk Tesla and BTC on YouTube. 1.3 million subs. Ali thinks Tesla is going to 1 mil, and I gotta hear your thoughts. Doge to $1 or BTC to 1 mil first. Yeah, and then let's put the channel in. YouTube. If you could retweet this, that'd be freaking awesome. Oh, see, meet Kevin. There we go. Meet Kevin. Okay, Haley OS. I should make this more clear. Would you be down to talk to some subs? Just interviewed Alimos. He thinks Tesla is going to 1 mil, and I got to hear your thoughts. Oh yeah, and then we're getting Monroe. Monroe is coming on Wednesday. Elon Thursday. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Should we do it? Come on, we like on this one. You gotta retweet this. We need you on this one. Let's do it. I sent it. Did I get this right? Just make sure somebody proofread me. But yeah, I'm at Real Meet Kevin on Twitter. Hey, Elon Musk, would you be down to talk Tesla and BTC on YouTube? 1.3 million subs. Just interviewed Ali Moss. He thinks Tesla. Oh, it's Bitcoin. Dang it. See, I F this up all the time. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Scheisse. Sorry. And like 100 of you already retweeted. I'm so sorry. What is this crap? Kevin, you idiot. He thinks Bitcoin is going to 1 million, not Tesla. He thinks BTC is going to 1 mil, and I got to hear your thoughts. Doge to $1 or BTC to 1 mil first. Okay. Did I get this right now? No, 134 of it. I'm sorry. So you have to delete your retweet. Okay. One last time. Hey, would you be down to talk Tesla and BTC on YouTube? 1.3 million just interviewed. He thinks BTC is going here. We can put a hashtag here. Is going to 1 mil, and I gotta hear your thoughts. Doge to 1 mil or BTC to 1 mil first. Okay. As you were. Yeah, look at you. This is somebody right here. As you were. This is somebody who knows how to do drill formations in March. Thank you for the corrections. I understand. Okay, folks. Boom. I did it. Thank you, folks. Thank you. We got it. We got it correct this time. We're good. Okay, let's go back to the sticks. That would be cool if we could get Elon. Burry tweeted. Let's see what Mr. Burry says. Burry. Michael Burry. Is it his thing's Cassandra, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. It confuses me so much every time. Here we go. Yeah, this is him. Right? Yeah, Michael Burry. Okay, got it. Here it is. 3 minutes ago. Meme investing, policy by slogan, government by fear, media hypocrisy. Pinned tweet. Bitcoin is a swarm of cyber hornets serving the goddess of wisdom, feeding on the fire of truth, exponentially growing ever smarter, faster, and stronger behind a wall of encrypted energy. Okay. U.S. power crisis leaves millions cold, dark as black as okay, so he's searching power. If you think this ends well, ... Okay. Wow. It's like we have to really think about deconstructing this here. He's definitely we know he's a big anti-Tesla too. He's got some very, very strong beliefs. Personally, sometimes I just wonder if Michael Burry just has to be right one more time. Like he's just got to have it in him to just be right one more time. Like the Big Short wasn't good enough. You just need one more win is what he needs. So let's short Tesla. Let's be negative Nelly on this and that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that. Let's go back to the sticks here. I'm concerned about the trades today. Like, not loving the trading environment today. But I think I've said that like 30 times. So I got to stop saying that. But yeah, Sundial is down. Since we did not break out of this line again, we are about to break. We're about to break this here. For me, I would be taking profits. If I got in at a couple of these bounces right here, if I'm still in it right now, I don't have a lot of profits if I just got into this. But the time to have really grabbed it is when we kind of started doing this turn before the line here. But again, not a lot of money to be made. I mean, what was that 20, 30, 40 cents? I mean, whatever, but it's better than down. But not so fun today. See, even micro going. I said it. Going back to the EMA 200, going right back. It's not any individual company today. It's the market. It's just it's too tenuous. It's like it's stressed out or something. Like it came up. It's like, yay, the stock market's open again. And yeah, everything's up. Pre-market's up. Yeah, we're ready for the week. Boom, boom, boom. And then we get this mediocre crap day. That's what we got. And it's Palantir's fault. But I don't actually think it's Palantir's fault because Palantir crushed it. The market just reacted shittily to it. I shouldn't have said that. Crappily to it. And that really set the day up bad. Just not enough euphoria, not enough coffee in the stonks man today. Stonks man. Respect the diamond hands, okay? All right. Workhorse, got to go under 30 before I'm touching that thing. Churchill Capital gaining again. Good. And what else here? Yeah, okay. Let's look over here again. Torchlight has now surpassed SOS. Yeah. That would have been closed for me at this point already. OGI back over 4. We got a little bit of an uptrend happening here. What a pathetic uptrend, though. This goes to show the day for you on OGI. Like, seriously, that's not. I can't even call that an uptrend. I call that a disaster. Same thing with Matterport, man. But it's okay. We're not trading that one. Oh, EXPI is EXPI is only 1% for the day. I mean, they were up. We started this live stream and they were up 15%. I'm sorry. Okay, clear. That's when you know you got a cuckoo day. But let's just go back to this really quick. I just want to, if you haven't yet, help me out. We got to get this. We need some more retweets here. Oh, thank you to the 633 of you who have already retweeted this Elon Musk tweet. Let's show the support. Let's get some more retweets on this. 636 now. Let's go. At Real Me Kevin. Come on, Elon. We need YouTube interviews with Elon. That's what we need. More. All right. Let's go to the 6 here. Tesla options. I wonder how the volatility is, the implied volatility on Tesla options right now. I wonder if it's fallen substantially. It could actually make Tesla options a little cheaper right now, especially if we fall under 800. Hey, $7.99. Woo! Losing big money today. Yeah. It's all right. I don't care because I ain't selling any of this stuff. But let's see. Options, call options on Tesla today. Yeah. Like for example, a 750, something close. Implied volatility 71%. Yeah. Let's go to the 700 really quick. Let me just see. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think I would still wait to see if Tesla could end up coming down to like a 785 or something like that. And especially if we broke 785, which was the low of last week, that might be a juicy time to buy some more Tesla. And remember, Tesla runs in those 21-day cycles. One of my biggest position, it is my biggest position by far, is Tesla. I think it's still like 53% of my portfolio. But yeah, I would like to see that break some new lows here in the recent past, just so I could go buy some more. Not good for diversification purposes, because when it runs again, it's going to be nuts. Please check out MMEDF. Well, thank you for the retweet there. I don't know what that is. MMEDF. Oh, Mind Medicine. Oh, man. Okay, I'll do a thesis check here. What's your thesis on it? MMDEF. It is possible. That's a good question on EXPI. EXPI could trade down after a split. Oh, come on, Bloomberg dumb terminal crap. It's fine. I'll pull it up right here. What was it again? But yeah, EXPI could trend down after a split. Like if I were trading EXPI, I would have gotten out this morning first thing. But I'm not trading that one. I'm holding that one. I don't want to pay cap gains on that one. I'm holding it. MMEDF. I still think the mass market doesn't understand EXPI, and that's going to lead to more gains for it in the long run. So let's just look at it here. So here we go. MMEDF, Mind Medicine. Let's see what this is. So this is... Oh, psychedelics. Yeah, that's a viral trend right now. Or it's beginning to be. I'd be interested in understanding this a little bit more. What do we got here? Compass Pathways rallied as much as 22% on Thursday, volume 4 times higher than 3-month average. The drug developer is working on depression treatments based on synthetic psilocybin. Is that right? Psilocybin? That's how I would say it. An active component found in magic mushrooms. Mind Med Inc. surged as much as 19%. Supplemental companies, well as for me to actually make a bet in these products, because I understand them so little, I feel like I would like if I use these products, I feel like I'd probably be a whole lot more comfortable because I could compare products. But I feel clueless. This is way out of my wheelhouse. You know, cannabis is pretty far like that. That's like the edge of the wheelhouse. You know, but there's also a whole lot more research on cannabis. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I don't think I know it could be a big trend. Psilocybin. I'll just Google how to pronounce it one of these days. Kevin O'Leary backs it. They have an LSD off switch that's patented. Don't even know what that means. Oh dear. Oh, Kevin O'Leary. Oh, Kevin's got to meet Kevin. Oh yeah, Tesla pushing down. Opportunity to buy. My favorite stock. My favorite company in the world. I want to get the S Plaid. And I don't drive at all. I think like in the last year, I've driven like 100 miles. But so much of me is like, oh man, the S Plaid. You got to buy it. I love it. I think the Cybertruck's still another year and a half away. As exciting as it'll be when it comes. Palantir down 9%. Man, E-Hang down. Yeah, a lot of the enthusiasm has really just poofed, evaporated here today. Oh, with the exception of OGI. OGI is pushing. Let's go. Yeah, push. That would be nice. If we can get a nice clean up on OGI, that would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah. All right, cool. I got to eat breakfast, and then I got to do the course member live stream where I can answer all of your questions in detail. And that's what I do there is we go through Q&A, and I help you with your personal situations and scenarios and that. Also look at real estate analysis, stocks, everything. If you haven't yet checked it out, check out those links down below. Use that coupon code. Check out those programs. Coupon code works on the bundles as well. Thank you so very much for being here. I enjoy hanging out with you in the mornings. Hopefully you do as well. Cheers to all of you. I appreciate you being here. And folks, good luck today. It's a messy day. Hopefully I was helpful. We'll see you later.